So I'm sealing up those characteristic, telltale, classic, that's an Allberg or Pearson or a whole bunch of other ones where they're not Allbergs, and I see people with them like, oh, it's an Allberg, and they're like, no, it's a blank. They're the classic giant windows that those boats have. We're sealing them in because they're not very strong. The large piece of plastic that was in it was really weak in itself, and it's just a huge liability if you're out in the ocean to have something like that. So we're sealing them up, and then we're going to put smaller ocean-rated portholes in those positions instead. So I've only done half the work so far, and man, that's a lot of echo now that it's sealed up. So the inside, it's tabbed on to the inside of the frame, and then it's just covering over this. So I used a piece of Formica board. It's like cheap particle board that's covered with Formica that you can get pre-made at Home Depot for dirt cheap. So I used that as a form. So I just laid it up against the side of the hull, you know, had it wedged on there, and then glassed this on top. And that's it. It cures, I pop it off, I put it on the next one, I do the next one. Now, what this is doing, it's giving me a polyester seal, like a plug that's gonna go here. Now, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. It actually blebs out. There's a whole bunch of issues that we will then fix later, but it gives me a solid surface to then work on. So then later, we can like fill this in properly with more fiberglass, and then on the outside, we can take care of the little bleb that sticks out proud of everything, so when we're fairing it, it comes out well. Now, the reason I'm doing this now, before we start any of the interior work, like building the interior, is because this is in polyester. The outside of the boat, all of it is gonna be in polyester resin. All of the interior is gonna be in epoxy. Now, the reason I have to get all of these done before we do any of the other work on the inside of the boat is because epoxy will bond to polyester. Polyester doesn't really bond to epoxy well. So, since the entire exterior is going to be a polyester and the entire interior is going to be epoxy, these port lights, they are the bridge from the interior to the exterior. So they have to be in polyester, and they have to be really thick. So that way when I trim and, you know, fair everything on the outside and grind into these, you know, quite a bit, I'm still going to be in polyester, because if I grind through the polyester and into epoxy, well, guess what? I'm bonding to epoxy now, and that's just not a good life choice. So we're gonna build it all up on the inside. It's tabbed on the inside, and then we're gonna do the same. We're gonna build it up and tab it on the outside. So what we've done is we create a little sandwich. So the sucker is just grabbing onto the side of the hull, or the side of the deck house, and that will then make it stronger, hold it in place, and all those things, but also tie it all in and tie it together. So the outside eventually is going to be covered in yet even more glass. It's going to go over everything. So this is more going to be a plug that is underneath and inside of the surface skin that the boat's going to have. And then on the inside, we're going to be covering all of this with epoxy stuff. So it's all going to get filled in again anyway. So it literally is just a plug to fill the void. Somewhere on these, somewhere in this area, we're going to be putting the actual port lights that are going to be opening, and they'll be ocean rated. They'll be bronze with tempered glass, and a lot smaller and a whole lot thicker. The ones I'm looking at, I believe they're 3/8 of an inch thick tempered glass. That's 9 millimeters of tempered glass, where these things, oh, and also significantly smaller, where these were giant port lights and they were 1/4 inch plexiglass. Not even Lexan. I don't know if Lexan existed when they built this boat, to be honest, but it's not something you want to have taking a massive wave, because it could real easily just crack, punch out, and then you have a hole that big pouring in the next wave. It's a recipe for disaster. So in an effort to make this boat more seaworthy and structurally sound for going out in the ocean, because of the cruising we plan on doing with it, that's what we're going to be doing there. All right, time to seal up that last porthole.
we're going to let that cure, pop off the piece of Formica from the outside after it's done curing, and then the inside will be sealed up. So it's just a matter of build up the inside of these windows so that way it's flush. And then we know we can grind safely on the outside and be totally fine. So now that the windows are covered over from the inside, I then covered them with a final coat of finishing resin. Now finishing resin is different from laminating resin because it contains wax. So it'll let the polyester resin fully cure. Because laminating resin always stays a little tacky and you just add more to it later, which is great when you're building a big project. But when you're done, you cover it with finishing resin and you're finished.
So with that, we have the inside half of the plug for the window made. Now, what this is just, I used a Formica template just leaning up against the side of the deck house, and then from the inside, I just glassed up to it. Really easy. Now, the problem with easy is it's not always accurate. So it blebs out past the sides of the deck house, which is, again, an easy fix in the grand scheme of things. We're just gonna grind off the excess, bring it in so it's flush with the deck house, and then when we build the outside half of the plug, it'll then just fare in and blend in with the deck house itself. So on the inside, we ground and beveled the edges so that way there's nice taper coming in. So the plug will end up like if the deck house is here, the plug's gonna just like grab it from both sides. So we have the inside half, now we have to make the outside half. But the outside half we're gonna make later, because right now I'm working on the inside of the boat. We gotta get some bulkheads in, do the interior, but the entire interior of the boat is gonna be made with epoxy. And epoxy can stick to polyester, but polyester doesn't stick as well to epoxy, which means I need to be done with all the polyester work I want to do before I can start putting epoxy in there. And that comes into play with the window plugs, because that could be a communication from the inside to the outside. So if I put the plug, had it bleb out, and then I do my epoxy work on the inside, and then later grind the outside down and expose epoxy, I then can't bond my polyester to it. And then it changes from the outside being done in polyester to the outside being done in epoxy. And for smaller things like the interior of the boat, epoxy is great. Small repairs, epoxy is your go-to. If you're doing big construction,
polyester is just so much easier to work with. You have more flexibility in the working time, and you can just do so much more and not worry about it curing before you're ready for the next step. Or you can make it cure a little quicker if you want to move on to the next steps faster. Trust me, I know that you can use fast set, slow set epoxies, like that's a thing, but you have so much more flexibility with polyester than you do with epoxy when it comes to just large scale production. So that's where we are. We have the inside half of the window plugs done, and since they are finished from the inside, I then painted on a layer of finishing resin, because when you're using laminating resin, it stays tacky, it never fully cures. So the fiberglass is just sitting there waiting for the next layer to be put on, which is a wonderful thing about polyester resin. Now when you're finished, you then paint on finishing resin. It contains wax and it keeps the oxygen out, which lets the polyester fully cure. So the inside is now done with polyester. The next thing that's going on in there is epoxy. And when we go to do the outside, we can continue with polyester and not have to worry about grinding in and finding some epoxy that now we have to, manage and deal with and all that. There are ways, but they're complicated ways, and I'm trying to keep this simple because there's a lot to do. So if I'm doing a lot of complicated, it becomes very complicated. If I'm doing a lot of simple, it becomes still a big project, but not a complicated big project, and that is the important part.
Thanks for watching this episode of Sailing Wisdom. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next Rigging Doctor episode. And if you're interested in even more Rigging Doctor awesomeness, consider becoming a patron to see all of our extras. Can't wait to see you next time as you join us out here on the high seas.